I'm Brigham Larson with Brigham Larson Pianos. This Boston piano just barely came out of the shop, and it turned out awesome. I'll play it for you in just a minute. A little bit of brief background on Boston generally, and this piano particularly. Boston is kind of the mid-tier Steinway model. So if you go to a Steinway store, their high end is Steinway, but of course not everybody can afford a Steinway. Very few people can afford a Steinway, and so they've tried to capture the mid market and then the more like bargainy market. The mid tier is Boston, and then their lower tier is Essex. So their whole Boston, their whole marketing, I guess, shtick is that they're designed by Steinway. Then this particular piano, brand new. It's a over $14,000 piano, and we have it totally redone. I'll get into that in a minute. For a small fraction of what it is brand new. And the goal, particularly of the inside, is to bring it up to as close to brand new in terms of tone, in terms of touch, in terms of durability, in terms of how the parts will wear, in terms of the condition of the inner parts. All of that, the goal is to make it brand new, and we're very competent, we're very good at what we do here at the piano shop. And so I think we hit that goal quite closely. So the finish, what we've done on the finish, we actually haven't done a full refinishing on this piano. We've done what I just referred to as a level 1. It's a dramatic improvement. This piano actually was fairly well maintained when we got it. It's 2003, by the way, not even 20 years old. And as a general rule, pianos have about 20 to 25 years of excellent service, after which they need to be refurbished. And it's not until they're 50, 60, 80 years old that they need to be totally rebuilt. So what that means when I say refurbished is, so like the hammers, they get indented, and we've reshaped them so they're back to the proper rounded shape. The regulation goes out, everything gets filthy, things get loose, the things warp, and so those are realigned with a couple of tricks. The hammers or the keys are re-leveled, and the dip, which is the distance you can press the key, all of that is redone. Anyway, I'll get into that in a minute. Okay, back to what I was saying about the finish. This is the level 1 refinishing. So the piano was in pretty good shape when we got it, and so we went over it. We did just kind of a light refinishing that is, like I said, a really nice improvement. In fact, if you're a few feet away, okay, I'm looking at the viewfinder right now. I mean, it looks perfect. Even as I stand here, it looks like a brand new perfect piano. If you were to kind of nitpick and come right up to it, oh yeah, there's a few nicks here and there. Fairly minor stuff, but actually lots of people around here, and frankly around the country, have lots of children, and so some people actually find...
On cue, Louis, thank you.
There he is. Yeah.
Is that what children do to pianos?
Sometimes they do. You read my mind. Is that Wolverine? Are you being Wolverine right now?
Scratching the piano.
Sometimes children are Wolverine. and so sometimes I hear that feedback from people that are shopping for pianos here, is that they actually prefer not to have to like freak out and be so concerned about brand new pianos because they're so pristine and perfect. So they kind of like pianos like this that are
almost perfect.
That are almost perfect. So not A+ like a brand new piano, but I would characterize this for sure as an A condition cosmetically. And then functionally, like I said, we're going for A+. But I mean, if you there again, if you want to nitpick on the inside, you know, maybe I would concede that it's just an A. Okay, so here's the inside. You can see the hammers are all reshaped. They're.
What do you see there? Oh, you want to show that? Boston. Good, Louis.
They're all.
Oh, it's on there too.
They're all realigned.
No, it's not on there. It's also up there.
He wants them to see the Boston.
Thank you,
You got
Louis.
it, Louis. That's great.
Okay, so things are properly aligned. So when you open up a brand new piano, this is basically what you see. Things are very clean. They're in proper alignment. They're, you know, they just look good. It looks like it doesn't have very much wear at all. And then on the regulation, we'll do everything from like I said, the dip, the distance you can depress the key, to the blow distance, which is the distance from the hammers to the strings when the hammers are at rest. This distance here, which is called the let off, and right there you see it gets to within 1/8 of an inch of the string, then it pulls away. That's the let off distance. The damper timing, so you can see that damper, it starts to lift when that hammer is about halfway to the string. There it is. And then the damper lift, you can see, it's going to show all those dampers simultaneously. If I go as slowly as I possibly can, all of those dampers lift at precisely the same time. That can be a tricky regulation step. And then a number of others, just getting all of the distances exactly where they need to be. And that's what I'm referring to when a piano has 20 years of use or so. All of those things that I'm talking about will invariably be out of whack, at least to some extent, and in most cases they'll be out of whack to a large extent. It has a nice warm tone. Sounds great. So there you have it. Great piano. I think whoever gets this piano is going to be lucky indeed. And if you're watching this video out of state, just rest assured that things are in basically perfect condition, and I would have no compunction about selling a piano that we've redone sight unseen, because I'm very confident in my skills in redoing these pianos. And confident that somebody that bought this piano sight unseen would not be disappointed. So, but if you're in the area, come check it out. Oh, one last thing about if you're out of state, shipping a 500-pound object like this is actually, a piano is actually surprisingly reasonable. So that's something that all the logistics we can take care of. We do that all the time. It's no big deal at all. But if you're local, come check it out. I'm sure you'd be pleased, and I'd be happy to give you this same tour of the piano as in depth as you want to go. Thanks for watching.